Hi, thank you for riding with Bat Up with Ola in this last few years. In this video, I want to talk about indemnity clauses. Indemnity clauses are clauses that are contained in typical contracts, all over the world. And it's just a clause that explains who protects who from what. Indemnity clauses are clauses wherein the indemnifying party undertakes to protect the indemnified party from losses arising from the subject of their agreement or contract. So you're saying that in the event of a loss, regarding this particular item or business, I will protect you as such and as such. It's typically contained in commercial contracts, in tenancy agreements, in land agreements, and as the case may be. Let me read to you an indemnifying clause in a land agreement. The vendor also undertakes to indemnify the purchaser against any loss which the purchaser may sustain by virtue of any claim of right by a third party. So what this simply means is that you're saying that I will protect you because I've taken money from you. If an adverse party comes and says that they are the owner of this land or they're laying any other adverse claims to this land, just come back to me. I will defend you, I will defend the title, or I will protect you. I had to remind a seller of this clause. I had to call her attention to this clause during a dispute, a land dispute that I sat upon as a mediator, because she kept insisting that, or going on as though, she had no responsibility towards the purchaser who was about to lose, value that he paid, for the land several years back. She kept saying, why didn't you build the land? And now some other family are coming and saying that they are the owners and they don't want you on their land. Yes, we were able to reach an agreement whereby the seller had to refund the monies, but before that, I had to call their attention to the indemnifying clause. That, do you know why you're here? You're here because you promised in the agreement that you signed those years ago that if there's an adverse claim, if there's any problem, they should call you. You would come to their rescue. And so it creates a legal obligation for you to settle this matter for them. And that is why the responsibility is more on you than on them to resolve the matter with whatever adverse, party is laying adverse claims. So that's simply what an indemnifying clause is, or an indemnity clause. It's contained in most agreements, and it's important and even instructive that for you to include it in your own contract. And if you are the indemnifying party, it's important to understand the extent of the indemnity before you go into it, because you may be called upon, to fulfill your obligation. That's all I want to talk to you about in this video. I'll see you in my very next video. Don't forget to subscribe to Bat Up with Ola and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to join this growing community. Toodles.